On the occasion of the 77th Independence Day, Chief Minister Nipurio reiterated that the state government remained deeply committed to the early solution of the Naga political issue, which has always been at the top of the government's agenda. He also said that the signing of the joint accord between NSCN-IM and NNPGs last year through the effort of FNR and the two parties recommitting to collaborate for the resolution of the Naga political issue with the government of India has elevated hopes and called upon all stakeholders to exhibit greater sense of urgency to resolve the issue. On ENPO issue, Rio admitted developmental deficit in the eastern districts of Nagaland and said that the government have been supporting the desire of the people to bridge the gap and bring them at par with the rest of the state. On urban local body elections, the Chief Minister said that after repealing the Nagaland Municipal Act, the state government is now in the process of taking steps for making a new act in consultation with all stakeholders. On the controversial Uniform Civil Code, Rio reiterated that the State Cabinet has urged the Law Commission to exempt the state in view of its serious implications on the privileges guarantees under Article 371A. He said the Union Home Minister Amit Shah assured that UCC will not be applicable to the STs of Nagaland and the Northeast. Rio also informed that the Urban Development Department is endeavouring to develop a new modern planned city at Chate Valley in Chumukedima, spread over 39 square kilometres. The site has been selected for its favourable geolocation, climatic conditions and good connectivity.
My government, which returned with a renewed mandate, reflects the faith that people have in us, and while thanking everyone for giving us another opportunity to serve, I assure you to continue to strive for fulfilling the expectations of our people. We remain deeply committed to the early solution of Naga political issue, which has always been at the top of my government agenda. I assure you of my government making every possible efforts to discuss. The Political Affairs Committee considered with the entire cabinet and selected members from those tribes who are not in the cabinet will continue to uphold serious consultations with all these stakeholders for early solution. Our hope has further soared with the signing of the joint accord in September last year between the NSCN-IM and the NNPGs through the efforts of FNR. For the resolutions of the Naga political issue and the historical right with Government of India, in January of this year, both the entities have reiterated their unconditional commitment to collaborate for the resolution of the Naga political issue with Government of India. And once again, call upon all the Naga political groups and all other stakeholders and the Government of India to exhibit an even greater sense of urgency for bringing consensus on any unresolved issues and for the sake of our people bring about an inclusive, honorable and acceptable solution without any further delay. The ENPO resultantly has been raising the grievances of the people from the area of the eastern districts and have made certain demands. I'm happy those are being looked into by Government of India to suitably address their demands. We have been supporting the desires of the eastern district to bridge the development deficits, to bring them at par with the rest of the state. Particularly, in the matter of infrastructures development, health and education facilities, livelihood opportunities, and due representation in government service. The announcement of ULB, Urban Local Bodies election, pursuant to the directions of the Honorable Supreme Court, was strongly opposed by the tribal bodies and several civil society organizations on the ground of possible infringement of Article 371A. The Nagaland Legislative Assembly, heeding to the wishes of the people, unanimously decided not to go ahead with the ULB elections and repeal the Act, while resolving to bring a new legislation expeditiously. We are now in the process of taking steps for making a new Act in consultation with all the stakeholders. I solicit the cooperation and guidance of every stakeholders in this regard. In the last few weeks, the matter regarding the implementation of Uniform Civil Code (UCC) in the country raised deep anxiety among various sections of the society. Keeping in view the sentiment of the people, the State Cabinet has urged the Law Commission to exempt Nagaland from the purview of UCC in view of its serious implications on the privileges guaranteed under Article 371A. The Council of Ministers also met the central leaders and Honorable Union Home Minister. In this regard, I'm happy to share with you his assurance that UCC will not be applicable to the scheduled tribes of Nagaland and of the Northeast. I'm happy to share with you the endeavor of the Urban Development Department for developing a new modern planned city in the state. A detailed proposal for incubation of a new city has been submitted to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The site identified for this new city is in Chate Valley, in Chamokinwa district of the state. Spread over an area of around 39 square kilometers. The site has been selected keeping in view its favorable geolocation, climate condition, and very good connectivity by national highway and railways.